Good morning, everyone. It's me, Bonnie Oda, here for another episode of Live Behind the Chair, Joy Behind the Chair, excuse me. We're just getting set up here. We're at beautiful Sandy Beach, so I hope that you'll be able to join me at 9 a.m. today. I am still adjusting things, so excuse my hand there. Hope you're all doing super well, and we're so excited to be here for an episode that I think is super vital. Hi Rachel, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm very happy to have you here on board. We're going to start in about 7 minutes, so I'm just getting set up. You can see beautiful Sandy Beach behind. I bet that's making you want to jump in the water and surf with us. So anyway, if you are just tuning in and you're catching the rebroadcast, please fast forward. Today, our Joy Behind the Chair is going to help us look at waves and how they can... Hi, good morning. I can actually see your comment. Yay. If you're wondering why I'm so excited, Rachel, I rarely can see when people come on or their comments. So thank you. Keep those comments coming. Can you try and give me a thumbs up or a heart or something so I can see if I can see those coming across? No. Okay. All right. Anyway, so today our Joy Behind the Chair is going to take a look at waves. We're here at the spectacular, beautiful Sandy Beach. And oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, I saw that. I think we actually have things working. So that's awesome. Anyway, we're going to look at waves and how that can give us inspiration to not only find more joy in our business, but also in our personal lives. So we're going to actually... I posted a thumbs up. I saw that. Yes, I think I get a little bit of delay, so maybe that's the issue. Anyway, again, my name is Bonnie Oda, and I'm so happy that you're joining me. If you're catching the rebroadcast, you can fast forward another 5 minutes because we have 5 minutes to airtime. And just a little bit about why I do this. I own a company called Beauty Solutions Honolulu, and our goal is to help stylists and salons become successful through education and quality professional products. And I have a passion for education. Rachel, you know how much I love education. I have a passion for education and helping the community to become a better place. So I put these out, and hopefully, even though they're slanted towards salons and stylists, hopefully the tips I give you, you'll be able to carry through in your own work life or even your home life. I think today's topic especially, we're going to talk about attentive listening. That is a skill that all of us can acquire, and as we sharpen that skill, we will actually, it will help not only your professional lives, but also your personal lives. It's something that not many of us were taught how to be attentive listeners, so we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Again, if you want to learn more about my business, it is you can direct your browser to bshonolulu.com. Hi Natalie, hi Cookie, thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy to see you. So we are going to actually start the official broadcast in 4 minutes. In the meantime, woo, look at the beautiful waves. Isn't that gorgeous? We're at beautiful Sandy Beach, home of the body surfing championships, and it's very, very famous. So in fact, you can catch, I think, let me see if I can spin this so you can see a surfer. They're surfing out there. Can you see? Hey Cookie, shoot me a thumbs up if you can see. Okay, so here we are, we're back on board. And so again, Beauty Solutions Honolulu is geared towards helping salons and stylists become successful. Thank you for the thumbs up. I know there's a little bit of delay. All of you who come on board, I don't know if there's other people on board with us. Hi Nicole, thank you for joining us. Love having you here on board. We're going to start our broadcast in about 2 minutes, and just so you know, it is an interactive broadcast. I have a little bit of a delay. You just saw the ocean. Oh, and Nicole shooting me all her thumbs up. Thank you so much. We are here at Sandy Beach, which is aloha, 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 Nicole. Natalie and Rachel, yes, it's so stunning. Nicole just said it's a beautiful setting, and it truly is. I mean, Thank you God, and thank you Mother Nature for giving us this beautiful island and all that you share with us. And today, I love the hearts. Thank you so much. Today we are going to learn how we can take what Mother Nature has given us and turn that into a way of improving our lives. So we're going to go on the air. We're going to go on with our formal broadcast in another minute. But in the meantime, fire me any questions you might have, or those of you who are on, why don't you share with me maybe some tips or questions about listening skills, because we're going to talk about listening a little bit later. Also, I'm curious to know how many of you know what causes waves. If you know what causes waves, I love all the hearts. Thank you, Nicole. If you know what causes waves, go ahead and type it in, or you can even put a thumbs up if you're shy to share what you think it is, because I was just totally wrong. Now, mind you, I'm not, I was born here, but I didn't grow up here until I was in high school. So I always thought waves were caused by tides and the moon and stuff, but I learned when I did my research it's completely different. So we are going to go ahead. I'm going to do the introduction portion. My name is Bonnie Oda. Thank you so much for joining me as I host another episode of Joy Behind the Chair, where I take you around to different spots around the islands or a favorite island place, and we look for inspiration on how to improve our lives and get more joy at work and in our personal lives. Oh, Nicole, you have no idea what causes waves. Thank you so much. I don't feel so bad. That's awesome, because you are Miss Hawaii. So, I mean, if you don't know, then I don't feel so bad. Anyway, so, and for those of you who just tuned in, I own Beauty Solutions Honolulu, and our goal is to help salons and stylists become successful in their businesses through education and quality professional products. I also believe in education and education for the masses. So that's why I'm so thankful to Facebook for allowing us to do these Facebook Lives. It's just awesome. So today, as I mentioned, we are here at amazing Sandy Beach. There's some waves out there, if you can see them. They're like between 1 to 3 feet today. It's supposed to be like 2 feet to 2.5 feet right now, but occasionally it gets up there, but they're sort of small. Now, if you're catching the rebroadcast, today is actually November 7th. And on November 7th, today, on the other side of the island, on the North Shore, it's breaking 20 to 30 feet. I mean, it's epic huge, right? North Shore is very famous for surf in Hawaii, as well as Sandy Beach. We're really known here, this location is known for body surfing. So in the summertime, the South Shore swells are big. South Shore waves are big in the summertime. In the wintertime, in the fall, yes, North Shore is going to be like 20, 30 feet, yes. So in the fall, which is now, surf breaks big on the North Shore. I know there's a little bit of a lag here. So anyway, what causes waves? I mean, again, coming back to that question I was asking, what causes waves? Well, I found out that waves are caused by the wind blowing across the ocean surface, and it transfers its energy into the water and it causes waves. So super cool, right? So it's a transference of energy from the wind into the water that causes waves. But then again you think, well, wait a minute, I see her hair kind of blowing. Her hair's not all perfect. It is blowing somewhat, and you've got 2 to 3 feet. So are you saying that the wind is really howling on the North Shore? Well, no. You see, waves are not necessarily caused. Conversation started 10 comments. Oh, north. Interesting. Okay, so I'm sorry. I just saw something on Facebook I've never seen before, so I had to look at that. Thank you for the conversation. Keep it going. Everybody type in. So anyway, coming back to that whole thing about, is it really, really windy in the North Shore? Is that why the waves are super big? No. When you stop and think about waves, about the ocean, it's huge, right? Like according to the Socratica channel, it would take us about 58 days to walk from California shore to Hawaii, and 76 days to walk from California shore all the way to Japan. That's massive. So that's a lot of area for wind to blow and stir up the ocean and cause that transfers of energy and cause waves. So, why all this talk about waves? Is this a science show or what? No, coming back to the purpose of the show is to get inspiration to improve our lives and our businesses from what Hawaii's natural landmarks and natural settings can give us. And today what I want to do is take a look and correlate the repetition of waves, how it keeps lapping over and over on the shore, to the repeat customer business. Customer retention and repeat customer business is critical for a successful business. If you want to be successful, you need to have your customers returning to you. You know, I've heard different numbers. They say like 80% of your business should be repeat business, 20% should be new business. But I think it really depends on where in the business you are. If you're just starting off, you might only have like, you know, a few customers. In that case, then you want really 90% of those customers to stay, right? And then the other 10 to be new business. But all I'm saying is customer retention. We want them to keep coming back to us, just like the waves keep hitting the shore. And why? Okay, so we know innately that we want customers to return to us, but what is it about customer retention that's so important? And I've got some statistics here. And first of all, this is not a statistic. When our customers love us, guess what they do? They vala'au, right? They talk story with their friends, and their friends are going to say, oh, I want some of that, and they're going to come to you. So your loyal customers become an avenue of new customers for you, so they give you referrals. But here's some other interesting facts. Number one, loyal customers are 60 to 70% more likely to purchase from you. So if you have a customer that's already existing, they are way more likely to purchase from you than not. 50% of your customers will try something new. Nicole just said they come back for more and share with others. Absolutely, they keep coming back, and they keep sharing with others. So 50% of your customers are also going to try something new, a new service, a new product, something new that you are just aching to get out there because you know it's a cat's meow, right? And you want to try it on. It's more likely to happen with an existing customer. And get this, your existing clients are more likely, your existing clients will spend about 31% more money with you than a new client. And you know, it really totally makes sense, right? When you put yourselves in the customer's shoe, like let's say I'm looking for a stylist, right? And I try someone new and she tries to tell me, well, you know, your hair is really nice. Let's say I just went in for a color and a trim, right? I fill in my gray hair and trim. And she's saying like, oh, you know, your hair would do so well if you did this and you did a keratin treatment and did this and this and this. I'm thinking, whoa, I just met you. You know, let's see if you can do what I want you to do at this point. I don't have any trust. I don't have anything to measure whether I'm comfortable with you and I want to spend my hard-earned money. Put it on a more simple term, right? You're starting to date. Let's say you're dating and you go on a first date with someone. You go on, what is that, dates.com or whatever, right? And you go on a first date and the guy goes, wow, you know, I really like you. And you're saying, oh, yeah, you're pretty nice too. He goes, yeah, you know, in fact, will you marry me? Whoa, right? That's too sudden. There's no relationship built. There's nothing there yet. So with your loyal customers, they trust you already, right? They know what you do. They know that you respect them and they respect you. And guess what? The other part of a returning customer is you have become and are becoming the expert in the field that you're servicing them. You become the expert. And when you're the expert, you know what? That is a very powerful gift that they have just given you. So customer retention and customer loyalty is key. And so just like how the wind, when it blows across the ocean and it transfers its energy into the water and creates this wonderful waves, our energy also transfers over to our customers. There's a saying, I see it in marketing all the time, and you might have heard it. Give me a thumbs up if you have. Energy flows where attention goes. Wherever you put your energy, is where, wherever you put your attention is where you're going to get your energy. And so what I'd like to suggest is, as you're looking at your business or you're looking at your relationships, you look at how the quality of the experience you're giving the person. And in business, what kind of experience are you giving your customer, right? In Vegas, I was talking about, you're giving them massages or whatever. You really want to nurture the relationship with doing little extras and making them feel like they're the queen of the home or the king of the castle, right? And if you want more tips on that, you can go back and look at my live feed in fact, go to bshonolulu.com, go to the blogs, and you can play the Las Vegas feed, and I have all kinds of tips there. But today, what I want to talk about is even more. I'm talking about getting your relationships deep. Whether, again, and this goes to your home life as well as your business life, deepening your relationship. And there is nothing that's going to help you do that faster and more effectively than listening. And I'm not talking about hearing. Okay, I'm not talking about, oh yeah, you hear the person talking. I think those of us who have a spouse, we sometimes feel like our spouse, they might hear us, right? Are you listening? Oh yeah, you just said blah, blah, blah. But are they listening, right? They heard us and they heard what we said, but did they connect with us? And that's what I'm talking about listening for discovery, listening for connection. And there really are different types of listening. On the top of my mind, what comes to mind immediately is persuasive listening, listening to someone so that you can change their agenda to meet your agenda. There's persuasive listening, and then there is attentive listening. Attentive listening is a skill that not many of us were blessed with learning as we were growing up, because it's not something that is just natural for people. So attentive listening is really all about, as I mentioned, going for discovery. And before I get into the details on why it's so important to listen, I do want to share with you something that Harvard Management published. They did a study of businesses, and they surveyed businesses and they surveyed their customers. And the businesses, when they were surveyed, they felt that 80% of the businesses that were surveyed felt that they were doing an exemplary job in customer service. They felt they were really hitting the target when it came to customer service. Guess what percentage of customers agreed with them? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 8. 80% thought they were doing a good job, but only 8% of the customers agreed with them. Whoa, right? That is scary. So that you don't have that type of disparity between you and your clients, I really want to share with you the importance of attentive listening. It's going to avoid misunderstandings. It's going to keep you on target so you know exactly where to spend your efforts, and it's going to keep you connected. I mean, it's just so vitally important. So if you go, I know, whoa, right? Wow. If you go online and Google attentive listening, ATTENTIVE, attentive listening, you will come up with scores of material. There are life coaches, psychologists, psychiatrists, HR firms that spend buku money and make buku money on learning listening skills. Spend some time. I'm going to share with you the 5 tips that are important to me, that I think have really helped me. But you know what? Don't just take what I'm sharing with you as gospel. Go out there and learn more. Go out there and take a class. Go out there and do the online classes. They're wonderful. So here are the top 5 tips that I want to share with you when it comes to, that will help you become an attentive listener. Number 1, top of the list, stop multitasking. Stop multitasking. So what does that mean? That means turn off your phone. Turn off your computer and your email. Hi Elizabeth, so good to see you. Thanks for joining. Um, Close the door. If you're in an office or you're in a busy place, close the door so there won't be no interruptions. You know, it's really funny because when we talk about undivided attention and ending multitasking, it goes beyond human to human. My dog is so funny because when I want to read the paper, I like to sit on the floor and real Hawaiian style. So I put the paper on the floor and I sit down like, you know, like this, like cross open legged, and I'm looking at the paper like this, and my dog is like, no, you haven't paid any attention to me, and he comes over and walks and plops himself right on the paper, right in the middle of the newspaper, not because he has to use the bathroom, just because he wants my attention. And my neighbor said the same thing. She said that when they sit on the couch, that's doggy family time, and when she pulled out her phone, he swats it away. So connect. Undivided attention, laser sharp focus, Nicole said. Absolutely, and you cannot do that. Hi Tony, so good to see you. You cannot have laser sharp focus when you're distracted with other tasks. So stop multitasking, tip number 1. Tip number 2, body language. Body language. Body language is so important. In fact, they call it the body language dance. You know, you listen with, you take in information with your ears, but you also take in information with your eyes and your body. And by watching, really focusing in on not only what the words are that the person is saying, but their emotions on their face and their body language when they're leaning in and leaning out, raising their arms. All of these are keys and cues to you to understanding and discovering what they truly are trying to tell you. One of the best things you can do when you're speaking with someone or when someone is speaking with you and you're communicating is to do the body language dance. And that's simple. It's very simple. And Elizabeth, you're going to remember this back from Future Kids Day because Jeannie Virtue taught us this. When someone is leaning into you, you lean in too. When someone is pulling away, pull away softly. If they are seated with their hand, this hand on their arm chair. Hi Greg, so good to see you. If they have their arm on their chair like this, just casually start to lean over like this too. And it's amazing when you start doing this body language dance with the person who's trying to communicate with you. There's something inside the other person that goes like, wow, there is a connection. This person is really truly with me and truly listening. Not only can I tell that they're listening to me because there's no distractions, but they're also like, I feel like a rhythm happening. Beautiful. Body language. Use it. Try it. It's amazing. Number 3, give them the limelight. Give them the spotlight. It's not about you, it's all about them because you're trying to discover what they're saying. Hi Rachel, sometimes I focus too much on keeping eye contact and lose focus on what the person's actually saying. Oh my gosh, I've done that too. I've done that too, Rachel. Thank you for sharing that. And I think sometimes someone told me that it's really about hearing what they're saying and I don't know how to say this, but I totally get what you're saying. So it's just practice, I guess. You know, bottom line is it's practice. But I think sometimes when I'm focusing too much on their eyes or I'm focusing too much on their body, what happens is it replaces. Hi Albert, so nice to see you. Oh, sorry Greg. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Thank you, you're so sweet. When we focus too much on other things and not really pulling ourselves into the experience and being present, that's when I get distracted. Because actually what I find is when I'm trying to focus on their eyes, like maybe there's something on their face that's distracting me, maybe, I don't know, something's on their face, maybe a piece of breadcrumb or something, and it distracts me. I'm trying to look at their eyes, and then that piece is taking me away from the conversation. I'm not really sure. But anyway, turn off distractions, stop multitasking, use your body language, do the body language dance, and give them the limelight. Let them talk. The only thing that is about you is that you want to discover exactly what they're saying, exactly what they're saying, exactly what they're feeling, where their mind is, where their heart is. And that's what it's all about. So again, give them the limelight. Number 3, use connective words. Let them know that you're with them, not only with your body, but also with your words. Things like, oh, really? Connect with them. Let them know that you are really listening to them, and that's going to go very far as well. And then finally, so that you can be sure, like Rachel, coming back to what you were saying, sometimes you forget, you lose what they're actually saying. Here's where you can save yourself. You recap. You always follow, when the person's talking and they have a little break and they're looking at you and there's a pause, you can say, oh, so in other words, this is what happened? Or, wow, tell me again, what I understand is this, and this. Is that, did I get that right? In a business situation that makes sense, with your spouse, it might be like, oh, honey, wow, so-and-so did that? Wow, that's interesting, or that's disturbing, or whatever. But recap and put in what you think that they were trying to say and convey to you. So again, multitasking, turn it off, right? Body language, do the body language dance, give them the limelight, let them go solo, and use connective words and recap. So just to, are there any questions or comments about attentive listening? Again, I'm not the expert. I'm just like you, I'm a student of this. I'm always trying to put these tips into practice, and other tips. I go online. I have a coach that helps me. I have this group. By the way, Tuesday mornings, those of you who live on Oahu, Tuesday mornings, if you're available from 9:30 to 10:45, we have an incredible group called Seven, S-E-V-E-N. It's a networking group. It's for business owners, and we talk about stuff like this. It's so awesome, and they give us tips. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So just to recap what I spoke about today, thanks, Nicole. Yep, Nicole is one of our fearless leaders of the Seven networking group. It's amazing. If you're interested, you know what? If you're interested, just message me on Facebook or text me or give me a call, and I'll meet up with you, because I'll be there tomorrow morning. And I have one $5 or one free coupon. It's like $5 to come and attend. Really, really, really worth it. It's just amazing. You walk away with so many gems. I want to kind of allow you to see some of those beautiful waves, because as I recap what we talked about today, we are looking at the sandy beach and waves as our inspiration. Inspiration that we want our customers to keep coming back to us, just like how the waves keep coming back to the shore. We want our customers to constantly come back to us. We do that through incredible service. By the way, I learned, another fact I learned is that customer service is always important. It is particularly important when you are in the service industry. If you're in the service industry, then you become what they're buying. It's all about you. Oh, Rachel, absolutely. Rachel, you are so good at that. Rachel said, yes, treat every customer like your last, and with a big smiley face. And absolutely, Rachel is just an amazing customer service person, and I really enjoy working with you, Rachel. Anyway, okay, so just to recap, we came to Sandy Beach to look at the beautiful waves and how we want, just like the waves, we want customers to keep coming back to us. We do that through excellent customer service and deepened relationships, right? Customers feel connected to you. They feel like you are their best friend. You feel like you're the expert in what they are coming to you for. Then they will return over and over. And one of the best ways to return, to deepen that relationship, is through attentive listening, right? So I think that's it for today, unless you have any questions, any other comments. I loved how everyone was so interactive. Thank you so much. Well, part of it is because I could actually see what you guys are posting, so it's wonderful. I love you all, and stay tuned, because next week, Monday, we're going to someplace new. And until then, let's put some joy behind the chair. Mwah! Bye.